Hello everyone, this is Scott of ET Database and UFO What we're looking at right now is Earth's moon, structures on the polar region that are just blowing my mind. Yeah, all three brain cells, pop, 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 gone. Rice Krispie treats. Look at this. This is just incredible. And if you remember the white spots, the shiny white spots on Dwarf Planet Ceres, well, this is what this is. This is very shiny white structures that are almost impossible to see, but yet they're there. Look at this. This is the top part of the moon being peeled off, and there's a building underneath. Can you see this building, this structure down here? Now, these are all structures, but they're so white. Just like Dwarf Planet Ceres has a white spot that I showed you was actually a building. Yeah, I actually showed you it is a structure just like this. But that one looks more like a snowflake. This is just absolutely mind-boggling. This is not pixelization. A lot of you are saying, Scott, it's pixelization. It's not. As I'm going through, I'm going to show you more and more reasons why this is not pixelization. Now, this is just a line in the photo itself, and as you see, the line has no pixelization on it, and neither does the structures on the moon. Now, when I zoom out, you can see the full photo of the moon right there, and it's not total 100% natural right now. Now, let me make it natural 100%. Okay, this is 100% natural. Hold on. There we go. It takes a little time because it's about 30 megabytes. It's about 30 megabytes. It's pretty big. And it is a little hard to zoom in. Well, there I am. Okay, this is pretty good. Now you see it is the polar region. And as we're looking at it, everything around here is focused, okay? We cannot see the upper north and lower south poles of the moon. They're kind of invisible to us. And this is why everything within this circle is not visible. Do you see this circle NASA has right here? That area is sort of a dark spot that we can't see. But we can only see shadows and such. And look at this. What looks like pixelization, you see these little spots here, is actually structures. Now, you can't see them very well, so I'm going to have to add a little darkness. And that really helps us see it. Look at that. It's like a giant alien air vent to an alien base below the ground, below the surface of the moon. Now, it's not an air vent, of course, but it's probably a doorway, an exit or entrance for transportation vehicles or something, to some kind of spaceport of sorts. Look at that. You can still see structures right over here. Now, this is pixelization here. That is pixelization. But this is not. Okay, this was a straight line, and these are not. Look at this. Now these ones are black. See these structures over here? And they kind of stand out really well. Now they're not quite standing out as much as I'd like, so I'm going to have to add a little bit of darkness again. Now I hate doing this, but it's the only way to see the structures within the white spots. The white spots, whoa, what happened? The white spots are white ceramic spots. And okay, I went to the extreme there. I didn't mean to go to an extreme. Let's undo that. What just happened? Okay. And the white spots are only visible if you add shadows to it. And these are in just the right position that we can do that with. Okay, let me zoom out and show you some of the other structures, like right over here. Let me zoom into this one. You can see this long structure here. And the structure over here. And around here. They look like foundations almost. Let me zoom back out. Now you want to see this in negative format, so before you click away and just thumbs down this video, please fast forward to see this in negative format. It's unbelievable. It's so cool. Look at that. Look at those structures. Now these look like actually holes that is possible to travel through, I guess. And why would there be holes? Well, entrances and exits, I guess. They say that the moon could be hollow, that it's not a hollow moon theory kind of garbage. It's more of a space station, a huge Death Star-like station covered in dust and dirt and debris. And this dust, dirt, and debris actually protects the outer shells, so they don't have to repair it as much from micrometeorites. Maybe it's even helps with radiation or anything like that from space. So, yeah, it's just intelligent. It just makes sense that these things, this moon is more of a space station than something like just hollowed out moon. They found a moon and hollowed it out and said, hey, we're going to do this. I don't think aliens would do that. I think they'd be more complex about it and more precise. They don't need to find things as much as create the things they want. Isn't that unique? That's so beautiful. Make sure you're in full screen mode, please. If you're not in full screen mode, you really should be, because you'll be missing out on some really amazing structures. This is not pixelization. Look at this. These are alien structures on Earth's polar region of the moon. Now look at that. It almost has a fin like a fish or something. Look at this structure right here. Big, huge one sticking out. There's a lot of openings. Openings here, openings there. Why? I guess they need places to exit and enter a lot. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I've never been there. But I'm more than welcome to accept any invitation to go. Well, who wouldn't, right? Only a fool would not want to see an alien city. Wow. Do you see that right in the center? Look at that. That is really cool. You see a disc line that goes deep underneath and an opening. Pretty cool stuff here. Now, you're probably thinking, Scott, slow down, damn, slow down. I can't slow down. There's a lot of people. They need information now. They want information now. They have to have it right now. We all do. There's a limited time in everyone's life, and we need to accelerate things. We can't slow things down to dwell on it. And I can't talk about this little structure here for an hour and waste your time. I don't want to do that. Your time is too valuable. It really is. If you're not looking at my stuff, you could look at somebody else's stuff. There's so many great UFO researchers out there. It's just, well, YouTube's one of the greatest learning and teaching tools on the face of our planet right now. Isn't it? Don't you just see some incredible things? What we're looking at here is negative format. That means I put it into a negative color, and here is a small crater, and you can see structure inside of it. If we move around, you'll see that the structures are very unique. They're not something you expect to be made in nature, let alone on the polar region of the moon. So let's look around a little bit. Look at this. That is crazy cool. Wow. Looks like there's a pyramid or something right in the center of this one. I mean, these are unique structures. They really stand out, and they scream alien culture to me. They're not structures like we would imagine them to be, but they are structures that exist nevertheless. And look at that. It's not pixelization. I've seen lots of pixelization before. NASA has the best cameras in the world. They have the largest budgets for exploring space in the world. And I imagine their cameras probably cost tens of millions of dollars US. Look at this. And yet, these cameras, everything around it's all focused. And look at these structures right here. They're supposed to be all blurred out from being so white and shiny, but they're not. When you add a little darkness and then put them in negative, this is what it looks like. That is incredible, isn't it? You can see a little bit of structure down there. Okay, let's go back here and look at some of the other structures. There's quite a few, but I want to zoom in so you can see it really well. Okay, this is about as close as I can get. You can see some really great structures here along the edge, right here, over here. Now, I know, there's a chance it's pixelization. Well, that is absolutely true. There's always a chance of anything. There's a chance it's Superman. There's a chance that the world will end today. There's a chance I'll win the lottery. Okay, there's not a chance at that. But there's a chance at everything else in the world. But there is a chance this is just pixelization. But I really don't believe that. If you notice that, look at this line they drew. Now that's pixelization. You see where the straight line broke into little zigzags? That's pixelization. That's obvious. But this over here is not. Is really unique. It's unique structures built along the edges of craters and other crevices. Let me zoom out a little bit so we can go into a big place like this. Okay. Wow, look at that. That is cool. So this is negative format. Like I said, this is negative format. But I wanted to show you the complex design. This is a cut right here in the photo. Different photos overlapping each other. The funny thing is, the line here overlaps. And these structures are seen here. And the structures are seen there. You know what that means? What that means is it's not pixelization. That the structures are real. See these structures over here? And when you move over, you see them again over here. Different, totally different design. Every single structure has its own unique design to it. Wow, that is so cool, guys. I really didn't expect to find this. I saw it and looked at it and zoomed in and I thought, no. Had to add some shading to it and my eyes almost popped out of my head. Because I realized they are structures. It's not pixelization. Even I made the mistake at first when I looked at it. See, the photo's cut here, not cut here. This is a separate photo than this. They're taken at two different times. And yet, these structures are very similar in design. Why would there be pixelization taken at two different times, two different locations, over different moments of space and time? That's just not possible, I think. Okay, you see another line over here where it's cut. But look at this. Look at this structure over here, right down here. I'll zoom in as good as I can get it. That's as close as I could get. I apologize. Can you enlarge this screen and make it full screen so you can see it better? And make sure it's in HD mode. Look at the edges of this crater. Can you see the edges? Is that everything you dreamed alien structures would look like? Oh, it's more than I imagined. It's more than I imagined. It really is. These have complex designs built into them. Very complicated. Very complicated. So unique in themselves, and I have to say, incredibly beautiful and artistic in an abstract sense. Look at that. It's like looking at nature, a beehive that's been formed and changed and cut in half so you can see the insides. Wow. To me, that is incredible. That screams alien culture. Okay, look at those buildings and steps over here. The layers. Wow. Some of them make fake craters that are not real craters. They're actually craters made from structures. Okay, now guys, you can see the pixelization from the lines here. Do you see that jagged, 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 jagged? Now that's true pixelization. Now what we're seeing down here is much smaller and it's more focused. The edges, all the right angles on it are incredibly focused. Now over here, these jagged edges are not focused. I don't know if you can see them very well. That's where it's been cut and pasted another layer over it from here over. But that shows me that this is not pixelization. Wow. Look at these structures, guys. In negative format, you can really see these. You can really see the complex design of these. Look at that. Wow. So many structures. I love this one right here. I think I added a little bit too much darkness because I can't see the buildings here, but I don't want to lose it. I don't want to change everything right now. I'll let you do that if you want to explore. It's a little blurry up here for some reason. I wonder why. Alien City, perhaps? Okay, so it's all blurry. This part here has been cut off. This side's blurrier. This side's focused. But even in the blurry side, you can kind of see stuff in there. See this blurry side with some building in there? Yeah. Same thing, guys. Same thing. This is an alien culture. And what you're seeing is 100% alien buildings. I guarantee. Wow. I can't see it very well right there, but this building right here above my cursor, you might have to make this full screen. It almost looks like a snowflake inside. Wow, look at that. Great stuff, guys. This is great stuff. If you can hit that subscribe button, it would help me out more than anything in the world. That little button, you following me, it really helps me out. Any ideas or comments you have, I read each and every one, even the ones that troll me. Yes, I do read your comments. But, you know, people let off steam. I understand it's not really just about me. Sometimes they get angry. Look at this. This is so incredible. Look at these structures inside of here. You see this staircase-like structure right here? Almost pyramid-like going in. There's just so many cool things in this photo that people have been missing for years. I mean, this photo's been up for probably 20 years or so. Look at this. There's a big hole area over here. I'm not sure if that's a hole or there's like black ceiling there. Maybe it's a negative, non-reflective color. I don't know. But look at this. You can see there's some kind of huge structure built inside of there. I can't get in any closer, but still unique. Now look down here. There is a long, tall structure right here. You can't see it. The sides are dark and black, but the top has many, many tall buildings on it right here. Yeah, pretty cool. Look at this huge thing inside there. It looks like we're looking at the giant jar in our kitchen or something, like a jar hidden in the wall. Do you see that lid, that lip right there of it, and then body? So cool, guys. But yeah, please like and subscribe. That helps me out so incredibly much. So, and I did add a lot of darkness right here at this very moment in time because I wanted to show you a little bit more. I wanted to take this to some extreme levels. Look at this. Remember the F I reported just a few days ago? See the F again? That little F? Yeah, pretty neat. Now some of these look kind of natural, but wow, I don't believe any of this is right over here. It's easy for us to pass over and not see these things because in original format they don't look like this. Now let's look at this in original 100%. Okay, that's 100%. See how white it is? Do you see the brightness of the white spots? Just like the white spot on Dwarf Planet series. Well, you can't really see that one either. It's not focused. But when I focused it, it turned into a giant frickin' snowflake pyramid building. I don't think many people saw that. I'll probably make another video about that. Look at this. And then when I add darkness, it begins to come into focus. Sorry, it's a huge photograph, old computer. It's like 45, 50 megabytes. It was about 10, and I enlarged it quite a bit. That is really cool. Look at that. Wow. That is so amazing to me. So many cool structures everywhere. Yeah, if you get a chance, look at this photo and make your own video about them and share it with other people about all the structures inside of it. All you need to do is add a little shadowing to it, and it's really easy. Wow, look at that. That is so cool, man. Why am I making videos? Why? Guys, this is my fun time. This is my mind-blowing time, okay? This is my mind on life. It's just blown, okay? Wow, look at this. Do you see this structure here with a wavy tail? Looks like one of those polywog things. I'm going to get a lot of comments about that. Okay. But you can see that. Maybe it's a spaceship that's landed in this position. Can you see this right here? That is cool. And this building underneath the surface here? Wow. There's just some really cool stuff in this photo. And I have to say, it just makes me so happy to find some of these things and to share them with you. Mostly I just wanted to find them and get them off my chest and see what you guys think about them. If you think it's pixelization, say, Scott, good job, pixelization. Or if it's not, that's great. But to me, this looks like 100% alien. All these structures here, 100% alien, always mistaken for pixelization. Now, you see the photo here has been sewn together because they've been taken at different times. But same structures over here as over here. How is that possible? They're different photos taken at different moments in time of a slightly different location right next to each other. Now, if this was pixelization, it wouldn't exist in both. But yet, there it is. Now, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Look at some of those structures. It's built along the edge of a crater. Maybe the crater itself doesn't really exist. They just tried to emphasize the crater by making buildings along its edges. And if we come over here, we see more such structures. Now, look at this line here. There's no pixelization with the line, so don't tell me the line that the photograph is compressed and compression created pixelization. I know all about that. If that were true, this line would be all broken. And yet it's not, is it? This line is perfect. This is the line they put over it to indicate the degrees of longitude and latitude. Look at that. That is just so amazing. It looks like two giant molecules tied together. Some electrons and protons, and wow, look at that. Now I have this enlarged as much as I can get. I'm sorry I can't get it bigger. I really wish I could, but my computer has its limits, and I can't do that. It just won't work. Alright guys, this is Scott C. Waring of ET Database and UFOSightingsDaily.com. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you really think this is. Do you think NASA has been hiding this and this photo somehow slipped through and these are white structures like the white spot structure on Dwarf Planet Series? Or do you think it's just pixelization, a figment of my imagination? It's important to know. Your comments are important. Scott C. Waring, signing out.